We're back again, and I just want to kick off Happy New Year to everyone. I hope you guys are ready for 2025. I certainly am. I have actually got myself goals set as we're playing against Android 17. So my goal for this year is actually to get to 500 subs. And at the time of recording this, we're about 240. So we're about essentially halfway to that target. And I think if I keep to like doing 2 videos a week, which is my other goal that I've set for this year, to do 2 videos a week, I think if I can keep to that, I think I can definitely get to that 500 subs. So if you guys haven't, please do smash that sub button. It does help me out a lot. And yeah, so as I said, Happy New Year to everyone. And we're playing on Beerus today, and this is my 3rd attempt to record Beerus, because I've just played 2 games. One, I have no idea how I lost, and the second one was against Zamasu, and it was so toxic to play. He just out-resourced me and then just continued to toy with me, to the point where he played a super combo and swung for game with a super combo. So those little things get me a bit riled up, and we want to enjoy the videos, so I want to enjoy the videos that I'm making. So I don't mind recording losses, but when it was like it was, and I just sort of ran out of resources and ran into zeros, it just sort of got really rough for me. We're playing against 17, and whenever I play 17 into Beerus, I always struggle against Beerus. It doesn't matter what deck I'm playing, I always struggle with Beerus. So this would be very interesting to see. If I struggle against 17 here, I honestly think that Beerus is a pilot error for me. I just, for some reason, cannot mesh with Beerus. Beerus never seems to work for me. I've tried to make Beerus work since set 1, and I just can't seem to pilot it right. I don't know if there's some lines that I just don't understand how to play them optimally, or what it is. I just seem to run really bad with Beerus. Cannot for the life of me figure it out. So if you guys do see these errors that I'm making with Beerus, please do point them out in the comment section, what I could do better, because Beerus is one of those decks that's always going to be around because of the crit. So I don't want to, I would like to be able to pilot every deck in this game, but the thing is, I just can't seem to pilot Beerus. I can pilot any other deck. I don't think I've ever struggled with any other deck. Blue took me ages to get my head around. I'm finally understanding how to play blue. Still can't understand Beerus. And to be honest, I thought Beerus was probably going to be one of the decks I used the most, just because of comboing all the neg pieces together, which is something that I do in Masters a lot, and I really enjoyed. But as I said, just can't figure Beerus out. As charging the, I call this EDK, as he charges the Earth Destroying Blow. So we've got to think maybe this is the more of the controlled build, which I think suits Beerus a bit better, because he hit him a bit harder. But obviously, when you play against droids, you want to see the cauliflower crits. You want to try and see them, so you can play them turn 2, turn 3, or even if you go second, turn 1 and turn 2, because that really hurts the droids. And they just sort of really struggle that early game, because you do have a lot of combo pieces in green. So if you have, a lot of the time, you can't combo out with super combos, you can't combo out with your big boys. He is playing the Raditz, which is interesting. So I would assume that he's probably got another ramp piece in his hand, so, because you can't just play Raditz down without an Earthling, and no 5k Earthlings are living on this board, that is for sure. The other card that would be really good to see here is the 3-drop to go into the 5-drop, because that will apply a lot of pressure, because they can't deal with this until turn 5 basically, and you can get this out turn 4. As we are waiting. So he's playing down the lab, so it is a bit of a slower build, which does suit us. But unfortunately, we haven't been able to make this great start that we would have liked to have. So we see another Beerus. I think I'm going to keep the Beerus. Does take the crit here, I would assume. We play down the Gohan. We'll add one. The only thing is that we don't actually have Self-Awaken for next turn. So we're definitely not in a good spot here. But we do have the added advantage of droids setting up a bit slower with the lab. So we know we get a turn here to... He can't really... He can only ramp once. He can't ramp a second time. And I don't think there's any way he can really kill the Gohan outside of swinging at it and comboing up. So we should be right to get Awakened, but we've got no real play for next turn. So he charges a lab. So he had a fairly clogged hand, because you think like he had Raditz, he had lab, and he had obviously this lab as well. So his hand obviously doesn't seem very great, which is always a positive for us. But like I said, we just haven't got out of the gates the way we wanted to. Ripping the 3-cost Take a Life would be very, very good right here, as that bomb will get mopped up very easily. I suppose you can swing Leader into this and combo the bomber. That's probably like the more optimal play, but we have got Goten here, so it's obviously no drama to just combo that off. We'll just combo off. So this stage we are definitely getting Awakened next turn. And I think just the fact that I have to try to dig for this 3-drop. He's trying to cycle now, I guess, get an android into his drop. Let's get lots of Earthling targets there for the Hercule, of course, as he discards another lab. So he has a very clogged hand. So we're essentially letting him off the hook here. You can't let green off the hook. That is the biggest problem. If they get a turn to stabilize, then you're in a bit of hurt. So we see SCR, so now we're going to have to charge one of these Beeruses. We will swing, we will take a life. So we see another SCR. So back-to-back SCRs is always good. But haven't really got anything in between, do we? We do see the 3-drop. That is what I was hoping to see. So we get a good little stabilize here. Maybe a turn earlier. Maybe seeing some cauliflowers would have really fixed this, but I think we're definitely in a really good spot now. So like we have seen 3 Beeruses. Would have not liked to have charged another Beerus, but without knowing that the second SCR was coming. But I think keeping the SCR is probably a better idea. So we'll still get a few more swings, and he just won't be able to respond to the Beerus. Having both Beeruses would have been really nice, but then we would have left ourselves with an extra 0 in hand, which we are arguably going to start needing these. So we've got 3 basically combo cards. I don't know, we'll see what happens. Maybe we draw the 4th Beerus, who knows. Or next turn maybe we get another Gohan. There probably is still ways to pivot, but I think mapping out now, we just go this for this and then into that. Following turn, SCR. But we do definitely just get some cards out of hand here. Don't want to add one, that's for sure. One thing I will do is I will combo the Goten, because I always do say I hate swinging 35k as a number. Hate swinging 35k as a number because it's always just a super combo and it's out. And these feel like these should be hard to get out of attacks, and normally they're relatively easy because of defensive super combos. So we'll pop it. We will play it. And we will not press the button that's for their skill, because I did that in one of my practice games earlier. While it wasn't pivotal, the 5k that I discarded, it was still a pain in the ass. So we swing the 40k. So there's a super and 1. So if we don't swing there, if we don't combo there, it's 40k. And he has to get rid of like a 2-drop there, so that could have been a card that he could have played down. And when your hand is definitely a little bit clogged, like it did appear to be, it, you know, makes it a bit harder choosing what to combo. When if you just got a combo off the secret rare, because when you're looking here, what is he really going to play down that's really going to force a lot of combo out of our hand? Like, we've got a super for the 30k swing. He might play down two 20k swings. They're both dealt with here. And then we're just full to the face. Yeah, so there's a 4-drop. He obviously does have a few android targets. I don't know, he could go into Hercule and reoccur some value, but I think Hercule probably isn't generating... I suppose it's always generating value, but we're just minusing anything that goes on the board, so it is basically just going to be filter for him. But if he does swing into the Gohan, I think I will just be smart and let the Gohan die. A lot of times I just protect this stuff too much. Does he have 2 more androids? He does have... Oh, he has 3 more androids in drop. That's alright. So he... I don't know. Maybe he plays Cell... Does he play maybe Cell Jr.? So we know the following turn, like, a Broly comes down. If we batter him to a point where he needs to go to Cell, that's always a... not a bad ploy. So like next turn we will swing like 45k at him if he has 2 open energy, of course. So we'll let that die. They do swing face, so we will combo a Makarita. What do we see come down now? Yeah, so we see the Hercule. Hercule pick up the 2 1-drops. What 1-drops does he pick up? If he picks up 2 Bulmers, and we know that 2 of the Capsule Core Pap 1 Bulmers. Yep, so he picks up them. So he's just picked up the combo power. We know he gets stabilized next turn. Swings. Okay. Look, I think one of these Whis can probably go now. Haven't really done too much, but we're not too worried about what he's got on the board, because Ramshi's just going to KO whatever comes down. Beerus KO is the other thing. There's a Makarita. So we'll... minus this. Swing here. Combo to 45. So he can't use the extra card just to get out. He has to use the extra card and 1. Yeah. So there's the extra card. Chooses to ramp it. Looks like it was another lab. Or was it a super combo? Did he just ramp a super combo? I'm not too sure there. We will swing. So we draw another super combo there, which is very good. Very good to get. Ideally now, I didn't want to get rid of the combo, but being able to swing another crit Beerus here would have been really good. We'll play this out now. Heyo. So at this point, I think we pretty much force him to go into Cell. We just demand a lot from his hand. And he does combo out. Alright, so maybe we don't have Cell, maybe we've just got the Broly. So is it that 8 energy? Probably a big decision. Does he charge? Do you have another lab? The poor fella saw all 4 of his labs? 3 labs. Or did he charge an 18 there? What did he just charge? Oh no, he charged a double strike? Okay, so we don't have to worry about the double strike at this point, I guess. Swing at the Ramshi. Does he combo? Now the big decision, if he plays Broly, do we use the 2 super combos to get out? I think I definitely use 1. Oh no, he plays Cell. Okay, so we got proper baited there. Whether he chooses to swing Cell is the next question. I think swinging Cell is not the right play. Because I can kill the Cell. Obviously it does gain him a life, which getting through another life is painful. He has... yeah, so... did remember to do that. Just like the good thing about Lab, because next turn he can go into a Broly or another Cell. He chooses not to swing, which I think is the correct call. And we have to charge. So we swing, so we see a Beerus. Unfortunately, we don't have any more Beeruses to play out. He does take. Which is very surprising. Maybe he still has a dead hand. So will be negated. So if he has a meteor here? I haven't seen any meteors yet. Obviously, 3 super combos in hand is a good thing. But after next turn, again, like I have just been in situations where I had to charge the second Beerus, had to charge the second... oh, sorry, I had to charge the third Beerus, had to charge the second SCR. Sort of haven't got much to hang around. I don't know if this is where I see myself having problems with Beerus. But we have to pass up there. So now, even if he doesn't have another big body to play down, he has got the Cell to swing into it. Interesting to see. What does he charge now? So he charged another lab. Yeah, so he did see all 4 labs. Very, very painful. I don't know. At this point, I feel like I'm not really getting too far unless I bait something. as I did forget that I actually had that free negate. Normally you shouldn't burn it that easily, but if I had 35k, if I had 15k combo, not a super combo, I would have comboed out. I always try and use these super combos as efficiently as possible in the late game. If I was at like 3 life, I'm definitely not taking it there, but late game you really have to math out and you have to use these super combos when you need 20k combo. Otherwise you need to try and settle for the extra bit of combo gone. So I think here we can take 3 damage. If he chooses to try and deal us 3 damage, we can take, and then we can just sort of swing hard. Because he's got no open energy. And just sort of like, just really push him down. Or he chooses to pass, which is probably the correct call. We'll pass up. And I can see a Piccolo. This Piccolo drawing us into an SCR here. So like the Android player has done the right thing. So like a Daima Goku or something like that to come down would be really helpful here. So there's the Gohan, which is really, really annoying. I think from here I want to go. I want to go at it. We'll go. We will take a life. Do we get a 2-drop? We get the Daima. We get the Daima. Alright, so now we need to math out. So that'd be 30. So be 25. So we can go 40. 50. We'll go 50. We'll see if the 50 gets through. If not, then we give it a good try. Oh, the 50 gets through. We play down the Daima. Can we hit a 10k from this? We hit a 5k, that's alright. 50, 60. Oh no, 60. 60, I can't do math. Sorry, I can't do math. 60. Can he get out of 60? Do we get there? Do we get there? Got to think if he didn't combo out, if he had the means to combo out of the 50, got to think that maybe he would have done it. So there's 40. He's slow rolling us. 50. 60. Does he have it? And he did have it. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate, but that it is what it is. He knew what he had, but we had to go there. When they've got 345k swings and a 30k swing. Yes, we had super combos to sit behind, but what does he have left in his hand? So we give it a red hot crack there, and it is unfortunate that we just couldn't get the job done. You know, maybe 5k combo would have got us there. Does he flex and show us that he had another Broly or something like that? The only way I think we would have survived another turn is if we had another SCR to go into, and if we had another SCR to go into, we could definitely have just pushed him with Beerus and Leader, or if we had have drawn into the double strike. So they were the sort of 2 outs that we had. Fortunately, we didn't hit him, and he just happened to not have as dead of a hand as I thought he did. It would have kind of been nice to see him play down something to see what he had to make me feel a bit better that he had more super combo or another super combo or something like that. But from here, we're pretty much going to lose. I will just quickly play this out of respect of not just scooping, because I know I've lost, which is normally something that I would do. But if we had to win like back-to-back dimers, we probably could have managed like one more swing. But as he is taking his time, he did slow roll us, which sometimes to me, I hope is always a connection error, because it's really frustrating with people like slow roll you. Like, come on, man, you've got the game. It is what it is. So I always hope that this is always a connection issue, as we'll just let him deal that final blow. And that's it. So, like, we didn't get off to the start that I wanted to get off with, and I really don't know where I go wrong with this game, like, with Beerus. But if you guys can let me know in the comments, that would be really helpful.